In this video, we're going to take down Indonesia. But before getting into that process, what we have to do firstly, we have to take down an inflation. To avoid inflation, we will invest all that money which we got in our provinces. So we will exchange it with cash flow. As you can see, our cash flow after avoiding inflation became more than 300,000. It's just because if you didn't watch the last videos, go and watch, because in the last video we did the step that helped us to double our economy, and the economy of the United States of America. Good luck for watching. So now, after when we will finish investing on the provinces, we will get into the Indonesian war, or we will just prepare it. War is gonna be in another video. To do that, as you can see, we are now half controlling the Asia. The major guy who doesn't let us to control the Asia fully is Morocco. We have to take down, which has gained 358,000 economy. To avoid it, we will help Iraq to start a war with Morocco. But before jumping into it, what I want to tell you is I have to put some army to the Indonesian places. I don't think that Indonesia is going to be that big threat for us. First, oh my god, Indonesia gained 1.2 million. Now it can be a threat for us, just like Australia, which is not fully defeated. As you can see, the half of that is Australia, which is now only 3 million economy. What we're gonna do today then, we will destroy what we said, and we will put army to the borders of Australia, and here, and here. And then we will focus on taking down Australia from here. As you can see, we're absolutely able to generate enough amount of army. So if we will help to ourselves to generate more army that we need from the Europe, we don't have to go back to the Europe. Or we can use this place just like an help. If one day we will need a help from here, we will easily come back and take all that help from here. As you can see, I invested my money on that provinces so that it will be fully my base. Here left. Why I'm doing it? Because all that investment, what I'm doing, is going to provide me with a cash flow even during in a wartime. As you can see, the economy of the United States became 10 million, which is 10 times more than Australia and Indonesia, which means that if they will both declare war to the United States, they will not be able to win United States. So let's get started. The best army where I can build an army and send is Mexico places. As always, I will generate here an army, and I will send half to the Indonesia, which is our main and majority plan, and half is gonna go to the Australia. As you can see, we are now able to generate tremendously amount of army, which is really so helpful. We're gaining more than 28,000, so exactly this should be in Europe after a couple of turns. We are on a 5,000 or 6,000 turn we became successful, but to become an empire it took me always more than 9,000 turns. Let's see how much turn it will take me to become successful here. Mexican places become very nice place to generate army. And then Canadian places. Or I'm going to correct my mistake. Canadian places also becoming great, but not fully, just like in Mexican places. The generated army will be sent to the part of the Indonesia, and another part will be sent to Australia. Let's do it. What we're gonna do next is we have to make that army in one and then get started. It's gonna take very fast momentum so that you will not even notice it. That's it. What we have to do now, send a 13,000 army here, couple turns, and now, as you can see, we gained more than 200,000 army, and now we're getting some negotiation here, which I'm not going to even accept. As you can see, by generating army, you are generating and losing your cash flow, which means that you become stronger first, and secondly, countries started afraid of you, so that they send you what? non-aggression documents that I'm going to not accept. What we're gonna do nextly is send 200,000 army here, as you can see, just because only 49,000 army remains in capital, which means we have to be very careful about it. The next, we have to identify the capital of the Australia. As you can see, 25 already waits here for my command. Let's see where is Australia. As you can see, the majority of places right now is going under US and depending on the United States of America. It's because we got a great strategy that's helped us to do it, to achieve it. I got Australian capital so that it's not going to, oh, I'm sorry, it's in New Zealand. I'm still searching for Australian capital. Anyway, I wasn't able to do it, but it's okay. What we're gonna do right now, start the war. But firstly, we will start war with Australia, which means that the generated army here should be completed in one and then sent to war with Australia. I think it's gonna be too much, but one thing is great, that even if some army will left there, I'm going to send it war with Indonesia, because I am going to start war with each other. By the way, guys, I want to thank you all for coming and watching this video, for pressing likes, for subscribing, and for supporting me. And I want to notice and tell you that if you will watch this video until the end, this video is going to be the best for you. And also the next video is going to be more interesting for you because if you watched this video. So we're going to enter to the Australia with 400,000 army and get out with remain army to war with Indonesia. Let's do it. Let's send 72,000 army there, and another, what is left, will be sent to the Australia. As you can see, more than 300,000 army is sending to the Australia's places. Australia is now frustrated, it's like freaking shit. We're going to attack it now. You ready? War started. Places that I will try to take out from Australia is gonna be the best places of it, so that it will make it to fall down. Country with a 3 million economy is capable of doing a lot of things, so that it's frustrating the United States of America, and it can destroy the further plans of the United States. As you can see, United States successfully enters to the places which it has to take down, and now we're taking down the provinces with no problem. Places that are important for Australia. What we're gonna do next, we have to be careful and search for the places. Where is Australia? Great, I got Australian's islands, and also I got Australian capital. That is very, very important. What we're gonna do next is take 180,000 army and send it directly to the capital of Australia and see what will happen. As you can see, we took down this capital of this country very well, and let's check out the economy of this country. Economy of this country is going down by 1 million so faster, which means that it's a lucky country, that it's owning the best places, that is helping it to manage its economy and take it up, take it down, just like a lever when it wants. As you can see, this is the last place It's not a loss. But this was a majority of places that I took out of hands from Australia. Now it's time to take the places that I took and let's jump into the real war. After when we're done, it's time to assimilate, of course, provinces to avoid the protesters that can be caused by supporting my enemy countries, them. After doing some couple of assimilation, let's get started on completing repairment for the war. We got in Indonesia, we got a great amount of army here. That's tremendously big, and we should first focus on capital, because if we will take down a capital from first, it will take down a country, because countries automatically goes under hands of the United States of America, which means we are controlling its ecosystem, everything. As you can see, we got a great place here, and we got an economy, and we got an economical place of it. I'll tell you this key power here. As you can see, we got here the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big places that if we will enter to each with a 100,000 army, it's gonna be the success, 100%. What we're gonna do, the army which is left inside of that country, we're gonna make in one and double it, and then send them out of here to the Indonesia. As you can see, we surrounded the first and big bonsai, and now we have to surround this place. Reason why there, because we got a 170,000 army which is going to take this province, this, and I'm pretty sure this. But I ain't going to let no chance to work here. I'm going to generate more army, still we got a time, and send it to that places what I need. As you can see, this sideline of the Spain is giving me more than I want, so we have to assimilate it and maximize it fully. After doing this all stuff and after avoiding the inflation, it's time to jump on the work. Let's see what happens. What happened? We gain again 100,000 army, which is going to go to the Indonesian places. As you can see, we got Indonesian here, island, also here. But before, we will send it here. That's gonna be our safety net. We're gonna send this there, and also we are pretty sure that we are able to generate more army here, which is making us strongest again. The problem with that province which I'm now selected is because it doesn't have a supply camp, the most of them, because supply camp is not for every country. Reason why I can build it today now here, because of my great strategy that I built from the first time when I started. That helps me now to build everything without looking at the price, right? If you want to do it the same with you, you can take my any video from the beginning and start doing whatever I'm doing here. Major rule in this age of civilization too is that if you started the game, never go on defensive mode. Start to attack, so that you will be the king. Now we're going to match this all army here and maximize the province because of it give me the more than I wanted. First comes the provinces that are giving me the more than I want and has a potential of growth. What I'm doing, I'm assimilating on most of them, also giving them investment, so that I will increase my economy. Also make people happy there. Less taxes, goods are high, whatever it takes. I never took up the goods or take them down, even during Canadian War when we started the war. As you remember, I started this just like a challenge of USA started building an empire without any aliens. from the beginning. Normally I selected the Canada and Mexico, made them in one and started to create everything. But this video I took everything by my own, the lone United States, without no contacts, without using the name, and without taking on aliens. We're taking down the world successfully. As you can see, these places here can be the best and major places of Indonesia. So we're ready to prepare on the war. What we're gonna do in the next episode, we will start a war with Indonesia, and let's see what happens. Thank you guys for coming. What you have to do now is subscribe and press like, subscribe. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends, because if they will watch it from the beginning, that can be very helpful. If you started your own YouTube channel with this, you can take my techniques and use it for your own. Thank you again guys, see you in the next video. Goodbye.